That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is this also a stacked Puff bracket? There were a lot of Puffs here, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of Puffs. You had Manalord, who's been playing a lot of Puff. You had dudutsai, and you had, in pro bracket, you had dudutsai and 2saint, as well as Pig.
Yeah, Pig versus Adam SK, and he beat him.
Yeah.
It was a very noteworthy win. There's just a lot of Puff dittos, not even just the number of Puffs. Puffs playing each other.
Okay, so I don't know if the tags are correct, but I'm going to assume that 2saint is Crown and dudutsai is Flower.
Oh,
so, yeah, it's going to be a lot of going up. Both of the characters sort of struggle at covering directly above them.
I'm surprised the rest have shield there.
And so a lot of the times it's going to be, can I get above? Oh, camera fell.
Oh, no.
They paused for a moment, then they continue playing. I don't know how that happened.
We're going to decide to not redo that? Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
The players decide to just keep going?
Yeah.
We apologize for the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're going to stay in it.
So, looks like 2saint has the lead and the stage. Stage control not as important in this matchup as in a lot of others, but it does control when your pokes will kill.
Yeah, and this is an interesting stage choice as well. They've kind of basically decided to just agree to kill each other.
Yeah,
earlier.
It makes the matchup way faster. I appreciate this as a TO.
Yeah,
2saint takes the first stock. A decent lead, generally. So in a lot of matchups in Melee, you don't really know when people are going to die, but in this matchup, it's pretty reliable. People die at around 120.
Yeah, it's really hard not to die at that.
Yeah, and it's stage dependent, so on Dreamland, you're going to be dying at 150. On this stage, you're going to be dying at like 110. So, 2saint takes another hit, he's looking at death.
And even though it is a slower matchup, there still is really defined trading in this matchup because they have such long aerial cooldowns. The frame data just not really amazing. They can usually punish each other. So whoever slips up, they get traded on. So they'll always be tacking on that percent.
Yeah. In fact, and at low percents, you actually do see some combos in this matchup. You see a lot of, oftentimes it comes in the shape of aerial dash attack. So it's technically at high percent you also have neutral air dash attack, but it's oftentimes not worth it.
That's not cool.
And dare up smash is a pretty classic setup, but it is actually really hard because you have to hit with like the last hit of the dare.
Yeah, it's very precise. Okay.
Ooh, catches him coming back down.
Yeah, pretty poor DI as well.
Yeah. That's I think he was trying to fast fall to get underneath him, and then he still got hit.
No rest yet. Rest always in play in pretty much any Puff match.
Yeah. dudutsai is doing a really good job now of anti-airing when 2saint is coming from above. That's how I think 2saint was getting a lot of his original openings, was coming from above, and then dudutsai would try to jump away and bat him, like hit him, and then he would jump away and hit him back.
I definitely think that's a hallmark trait of older school players. They're very good at adaptation. That's the game was a lot more about that way back when. Plus, you have more years of total experience game hours.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a really questionable forward smash. Definitely meant to be an aerial.
I'm surprised we're not seeing rest inside the shield on those. I guess they don't want to do the chain of rests.
Maybe. Ooh, that was a good drill setup.
Do you happen to know if rest kills at 0 on this stage?
I have no idea. It probably would with bad DI in the corner, but in the center of the stage, I doubt it.
Yeah, definitely not the center of the stage. Yeah, that's a pretty solid lead for 2saint.
Yeah, actually, really good stuff. 2saint has actually caught him on his drift, so pay attention to how well 2saint catches him when he drifts away from the center. So he kind of, maybe I don't know. dudutsai seemed to be
what a great,
good tomahawk. That's incredibly tight. I'm pretty sure it is actually possible to do that against drill when it whiffs, but that's
drill.
Yeah, to punish drill with drill, but that's incredibly tight.
Oh, reads him behind him is actually in front of him.
Ooh, that's actually an early kill. He kind of caught him jumping pretty close to the blast line. But trades the neutral air, and that's game 1 to 2saint. A one stock, but a decently dominant one. Had a decent amount of percent to play with. You do get a little concerned in the Puff matchup because if that neutral air, for example, had gone through the up smash, that would have been a rest.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that would have been a game. So,
but they're clearly very, very cognizant, as they should be, of what sets up into rest and when they're at risk of getting rested. We didn't see a single one that last
yeah,
game.
in a sense, dudutsai kind of fished for a rest setup there with that neutral air. That high descending neutral air onto the platform.
Yeah, but 2saint responding appropriately, definitely.
Yeah. So now we're going on to the next game. FD, I think dudutsai, I don't know, maybe he was getting outplayed on platforms. I didn't pay too much attention to it, but he might feel that way. This might be a comfort pick. In a Ditto, typically, you go for either what you know your opponent is weak on, what you know that you're strong on, and if it's neither of the two, and you can't find something that beats their playstyle, you just go for comfort.
Yeah. Most of that last game was definitely not on a platform at all, but...
Yeah.
FD definitely is a polarizing stage.
Ooh, misses the... So that was missing the L cancel. Ooh, I wonder if that was a mistake from dudutsai, because he kind of just jumped and did nothing. But
that was the old...
Or maybe he thought he could get more damage than... Thought he could punish it had more time to punish it than he did.
Oh, nice. That was earlier than it had to be.
Yeah.
That's kind of a gift right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of weird how... like, the range that Puffs die is pretty established. And one of the reasons that baits it out but can't really do much. That's kind of a silly exchange. I wonder if he should have just fell on him with Nair.
Okay. Yeah, rollout kind of a really weird move to interact with, I gotta admit.
I'm surprised that back air won.
Doing it again.
Ooh, gets punished that time. I don't know how I feel about the rollout. I mean, it could actually be a kill. As gimmicky as it is, you know you're not going to get.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay.
I think that might have meant to be a pound though, because you don't.
I see you.
You don't ever really do. So yeah, he's dead.
Oh yeah, that was a terrible pound.
I don't know if he had jumps left, which is probably why he had to pound. But dudutsai was really smart and sort of spaced around where he had to pound.
Yeah, even though you do have all those jumps, as soon as you start running low on them, you suddenly get placed in these pressure situations, especially against another Puff who knows exactly how much you can do. I'm
actually amazed at how high DI away. Thankfully, doesn't die, but
yeah, that was
scary.
DI.
I think he would have died if 2saint's back air wasn't so stale. But unfortunately, the nature of this matchup, which even extends it further, is that Puff's back air stales a lot because she needs that neutral tool. Alright, pretty much any move will kill.
Okay.
Yep.
That is a move.
Yeah, that was a move.
It's a pretty good move. I'm going to be honest with you.
As one of the more important moves of Puff's repertoire.
Get up attack, not very good, but it works for him there.
Yeah. I like how you can definitely see, because the matchup's so much slower, you can definitely see the kind of aerial move. A questionable, I'm not sure what that was supposed to be, if it was supposed to be a pound or maybe even just a down air.
Maybe another rollout, you know? Who knows?
Who knows, man? Who can get in these players' heads? Nair up smash might actually be the maximum amount of damage you can get for that. I'm not sure if Nair... Have you ever noticed how Puffs never pummel?
Yeah, actually. I guess they're so used to the
up throw rest.
Yeah,
but in this matchup, I wonder if pummeling, because it's so much getting as much damage in every situation as you can.
Oh,
ooh, reads the jabs, baits him out of his shield, and then forward smashes it. This is actually still really, well, now it's really anybody's game.
Yeah.
Like 2 neutral exchanges from 2saint, and he's got a lead.
Forward smash is definitely, if you can land a forward smash, you get such a free kill so much earlier. That's like 3 less exchanges you have to win.
2saint has cut through a lot of options with Nair.
I'm starting to think rollout's pretty safe.
I mean, it's not bad, I guess.
Not that it's like safe.
I don't know if it's really netted dudutsai anything. All it's really done is, 2saint just starts pounding and waiting. He's like, it's not really worth me trying to...
Maybe it's just a way for him to kind of, slow the game.
I mean,
down.
he definitely adds to the timer, if that makes sense. Like,
maybe he wants to kind of throw.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of ice. If you've lost a few neutral exchanges and you know that somebody's going to give you some time if you do that option, you might just do it to ice them. But 2saint has been running away with this neutral game. He's like won 7 out of the last 10.
And now it's not quite.
Stale back air.
Very close.
Yeah. Ooh, and the up air.
That's how you do it.
Wow, 2saint a 2-0.
Yeah, dude.
It's a best of 3. That's right. It's top. So 2-0 after losing to dudutsai earlier today. Now sort of showing some adaptation.
Yeah, this is best of 5, my friend.
Yeah. So we're running it right back.
Here. I do like that dudutsai has the gall to come back here.
Yeah, I mean it was a closer game than the last, and I think a lot of the times it was really just that last stock he lost like really hard.
Yeah, and also that whiffed rest kind of dealio, that was very strange.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh, he just watches.
Yeah.
Crouches and watches.
He knows that he can react to when it comes close enough and just jump.
Yeah, this is a man who has mastered the rollout.
I think I wonder if that was a frustrated neutral B, like he's frustrated about the neutral B, or if that was like a comical neutral B is such a silly move.
Oh my gosh. 2saint has such great awareness of when dudutsai is going to go above him. He's basically called out every single one with an up air. He just doesn't let that go for free. Oh, smirk on 2saint's face. He says, alright.
Oh, see?
No.
Wow, and dudutsai taught him that. So dudutsai now has to be kicking himself. I taught him how to do the neutral B.
These young kids, these whippersnappers, they learn so fast.
Ooh, good spacing on the drill, but misses the L cancel.
Dudutsai needs to clean this up fast, and he definitely can.
Yeah, Nair out of shield. I guess it establishes control, but you don't really care about stage positioning. You might as well go for a 50-50 back air at this percent.
And
that'll kill.
41's pretty hefty, though.
That's a couple of neutral games.
Yeah, this is a matchup where that actually can matter a bit.
Yeah. Wow. Doesn't back air normally do 14%? How is it doing 10%? How is it that still?
There's been a couple back airs here tonight.
Yeah, really.
There have been several back C's, back A's. We've been around the block a few times. But there is such an intricacy to it, right?
Yeah.
On the surface, it looks very like, oh.
Well, it kind of looks like a ballet, honestly. It kind of looks like they're just dancing around each other in the air. Like, nothing happens that quickly. Nothing happens that slowly. Like, it might be known as a slow matchup. The real reason that this is a slow matchup is because there's not strong punishes. Hits are happening all the time. It's just that normally in Melee, when hits happen, somebody gets punished really hard. And in this matchup, it's more about like, oh, okay, I got stage positioning and control. That's my punish.
And when you consider how early Puff can die in other matchups, Puff is dying pretty late in this matchup. There's forward smash and rest. Other than that, Puff probably makes it above 100.
Apparently, rollout.
Well, all right.
Ooh, that's a trade you don't want to take, but not the end of the world. For obviously 2saint still has control and the lead, but
I was honestly surprised dudutsai lived there. I thought we were going to see a double kill.
I could not tell what Puff was pounding at first because they were both pounding at the same rhythm.
Yeah, this is dudutsai needs to win. Oh,
that was so good from 2saint. The first up air forced him to drift away, but dudutsai had nowhere to go. Like, he couldn't fall through the up air, and then the next up air basically guaranteed because he can't jump that high because he's already used most of his jumps. And so since 2saint had more jumps, he could more quickly ascend. But a fine detail about this matchup that doesn't get talked about a lot, that the Puff with more jumps can ascend sooner. Quicker, I should say. And that's actually a pretty important detail.
It's just been kind of the story of the set so far, is 2saint has had a mastery and a control of his up air that we just haven't seen from dudutsai at all.
Yeah. dudutsai, to his credit, has definitely been putting a lot of really good positioning, but ultimately, like, positioning's not the important aspect of this matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just about how much you win neutral.
And also how you can... Positioning maybe a little bit in the sense that how you can force the other person to position, like where you can get...
Why are they both off stage? What is happening? What is happening? They just
started
fighting. They're like, hey, normally we do this back air thing like in the center of the stage. Let's just do that over here now. That was interesting.
It's a party.
Wow, 2saint definitely kind of running away with this game. Yeah, that's going to be it. Oh, wow, okay, maybe a few more percent.
We could have a Hail Mary, get one solid hit, and then go for a rest.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't actually seen a single rest this entire set.
Yeah, that's actually the impressive part to me. Oh,
wow.
That's
140%. Okay.
Okay, that was
150%.
And he goes straight to the corner.
Look at how. So, you know that your back here is stale when you're not killing people at 150%.
Yeah, but that was still just incredible.
Yeah, that was great DI. It really was.
That was the exact kitty corner of the stage, and that's it.
Plus forward air not having very good range to hitbox comparison. So.
2saint not even looking phased at his 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah, sure, you beat me 2-1 earlier today, but
I got the run back.
Yeah,
I was playing bad. What do you want from me? That's exactly what he's
just
thinking.
making more money now.
Yeah.